Today, I'd like to speak with you concerning hurt, pain, and heartbreak. How do you get over? How do you mend a broken heart? How do you get over the hurt and the pain that you're feeling that is derived from what we call a broken heart? There are times when you may suffer loss, maybe the loss of a loved one, maybe the end of a relationship, this relationship that you have had for years or months or even weeks is now coming to an end or it has ended. This person walked out of your life in the crudest of ways. It may be a business deal that has gone bad. You have toiled for so long for this business. This is a dream that you have had, and you worked at it and you implemented it, and now it is falling apart. It may very well be a dream that you have had. It may not be a business, but it's something that you have had that you want to do or that you would want to see being materialized in your life. And now it appears as though that dream is deferred. And there are times when the dream is in fact deferred. It may be that you're facing opposition on the job, so you have attained this job after attaining your qualifications in university, or you may attain the job because of your skill and competence and your gifts and your talents. And now you are facing a great and unimaginable amount of opposition on the job, and that is causing you hurt and pain. And society has taught us that this is a heartbreak. Your heart is breaking. This person walks out of your life, and as society would say, and has torn your heart apart, has ripped your heart out. But how do you mend a broken heart? How do you fix a broken heart? How do you stop the hurting of your heart? And so today I'd like to speak with you on that point. Society has taught us this. And so you find that there are many people today who are suffering what society calls a broken heart, and they do not know how to deal with that. They do not know how to get out of that. They do not know how to mend the broken heart, simply because your heart is not broken. Your heart is not broken. And that is what I'm here to tell you today. Your heart is not broken. And therefore, there are people who sit for years with what they believe is a broken heart, an improper diagnosis, a broken heart. And there is no fix for a broken heart, no cure for a broken heart, because there is no such thing as a broken heart. And because we're living with what we call a broken heart, it distorts many other areas of our lives. Many other relationships would have been destroyed because we do not know how to deal with what we would have dealt with in the past, the loss that we would have suffered, the hurt that would have been stemming from that loss. We do not know how to deal with that. And then on the point of hurt, what is hurt? How do you fix hurt? How do you identify what hurts? And so you find that these emotions, they stay within us and they build. And there are many who do not know how to deal with it. We don't know how to deal with it because the diagnosis was improper from the beginning. So, what we would call a broken heart is really and truly simply disappointment. It's disappointment. It's not a broken heart. Your heart is still within you, it is still intact, it is still beating, it is still functioning, it is still pumping that blood, it is still functioning in the way that God created it to function. It is still existing with the universe and with others in the way that it ought to be existing and functioning. It is functioning with your body in the way it ought to function. And so your heart is not broken. You are disappointed because of your expectations. The expectation is what causes the disappointment. And so once we are able to recognize this and move it from what we call the heart, because this heart that we're speaking about that is broken, this hurt that we are speaking about, you can't reach it because it is not there. You don't know how to reach it because it is not there. And this has been the source of your discontent for years or for the time that you have been grappling with it. It's not a broken heart. It is disappointment stemming from your expectations. It is not hurt. It is ill-managed disappointment because you have never been able to diagnose properly and therefore to deal with what the issue actually is. So yes, she left you. She did not break your heart, neither did she take your heart. She did not hurt you. He did not hurt you. He did not take your heart. You are in fact hurting yourself by holding on to this view. Only you can hurt yourself because of the instructions that you are giving your mind. That now begins to hurt you. It begins to cause all sorts of internal pain, internal turmoil, and topsy-turvy in your life. And you don't know how to stop it, and you don't know how to fix it, and you don't know how to mend it because it is improperly diagnosed. It is not a broken heart, and this has not hurt you. Your reaction to it is what is hurting you. Your reaction to it and the fact that you cannot fix it, you cannot find the source, that is what is causing your hurt and your pain because you are disappointed. The greater the expectation, the greater the disappointment. So you expected that you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. That is not happening because the person has walked out of your life. They did not take your heart. They did not hurt you. They disappointed you. They disappointed your built up expectations. How do you move from that? The business did not work. It is not breaking your heart. It is not hurting you. Your expectations have been ill managed. Your expectations have failed. And because your expectations have failed, it does not mean that it has ripped your heart out. Your heart is still there. Your body is still there. And so, how do you move from that? One, recognize what it is. It is failed expectations. How do you fix it? You derive new expectations. So, this person has left you. Derive, accept it first and foremost. It did not work. It doesn't mean that this person is a bad person. There are times when, in fact, this person is, in fact, uh, being bad, being crude, being wicked. It is possible. But at the end of the day, you do not place your life or your happiness or your substance in the hands of another. How you deal with that, how you treat with this person walking out of your life, how it affects you internally, how it affects you emotionally, spiritually, that is all on you. How you perceive it, how you receive it. This person has walked out of your life, yes. It doesn't mean that something is necessarily wrong with you, as well as it may be that you have some innate traits that you need to deal with, that you need to acknowledge and you need to work on. Knowing thyself, if you know yourself, you have already won 50% of the battle. It may very well be that God, the universe, how it is designed, your destiny is saying that this person's presence in your life, this person's walk with you on your journey at this particular juncture has come to an end, because the universe, God, your life, your destiny is making a new way for someone else, for something else, for greater, something that you need to take you to the next dimension. And it means that this person has to let go of your hand. You have to let go of the hand of this person. You have to let go to life. You have to let go to your destiny. If this person has walked out of your life, it means that that journey ought to have come to an end. And so balance your expectation by one, recognizing it, accepting it for what it is, and create a new expectation. The new expectation is something else is coming that I have to prepare myself for on my journey. The universe, God is saying, open up for something else, something new. And so, what is now your new expectation? Something else is coming, better on the other side. And your responsibility is to begin to prepare for that. If you fail to diagnose the situation properly, then you fail to present yourself properly for your opportunity. And there are many of us who are losing out on good opportunity because of ill-managed expectations and improper diagnoses. And so today, the diagnosis is disappointment from ill-managed or failed expectations. There are times when the expectation is ill-managed, because when you look at the surrounding circumstances, when you look at how this person is operating in your life, when you look at how this person has treated others, when you look at how this person operates with themselves, how they treat their own life, how they treat themselves, do they improve themselves? Are they on a constant journey of positive evolution? Or are they on a journey of negative evolution? Because we're all becoming, Abraham Maslow says, we are all self-actualizing. And the being is becoming that which it already is. So when you see this person, how they are operating, Maya Angelou has a statement that says, When someone shows you how they are, who they are, believe them the first time. And so there are times when your expectation is ill managed because this person is showing you who they are and you are denying it, mistaking it for something else because you don't want to face the truth of what it is. And so that is what causes ill managed expectations, because based on the operation, you ought to have expected that this person would have behaved in that way. This person would have walked out and left you and your child in the way that he or she did. This person would have left the home in the way he or she did. This person would have cheated on you based on the operations of the person. And so today, diagnose it properly so that you are able to deal with it and so that you are able to move on from it and reap the benefit, the success, the prosperity that you were intended to reap from it. Yes, it may be opposition on the job. Yes, you may lose this business that you fought so hard for. Yes, this job that you have always anticipated, that you wanted, and now you get it. And there are territorial spirits there that you must contend with. There's a spirit of envy, the spirit of jealousy that you must contend with. Or the universe and God is saying to you, yes, this is an expectation that you had that I wanted to fulfill in your life. Now you are here. Look around, explore it, enjoy it for what it is, because you are going to have to move into your higher and greater self and destiny. So you are not planted here. It was not expected for you to be planted here. You are going to be moving to a higher dimension, but I just wanted you to have this experience because it is something that you desired, and the universe is designed to give us the things that we desire, and so forth. You're receiving your desire, so live in it, bask in your desire. You've always wanted this kind of relationship. Now the universe is giving it to you. It doesn't mean that this person was designed to be your husband. It doesn't mean that this person was designed to be your wife. Maybe it's a desire that you had that this person fulfilled. You wanted to feel a certain kind of attention. You wanted a certain kind of love. You wanted a certain kind of interaction. You wanted to be comforted. So the universe sent a comforter. You wanted another being beside you in this period of your life, and so someone was sent. And therefore, know that this person was sent and you are strong enough, or you have gotten over a hurdle, or you have experienced that which you told God that you want to experience. And sometimes I'm going to do another video on your expectations, your desires, and the signals and the requests that you are making to God unconsciously and consciously, because there are many of us who are making conscious and unconscious requests without being aware of it. And so today, my message for you is, until next time, until I create another video speaking on something else, you're not heartbroken. It is ill managed or failed expectations. Accept it for what it is and treat with it, and free yourself of the bondage that your perception of this thing is causing in your life. Be blessed.